Animal cruelty is unfortunately still a huge problem in our world. Physical pain, horror, and hopelessness. And it's scary that a person brings all this to animals. The misfortunes of this cute redhead began with a person, but real people saved him, restoring his health and faith. Animal control rescuers Kimberly Saxelby and Chris Gaddis spotted the unfortunate cat with a narrow roll of duct tape around its neck, which was clearly causing him great distress. It was clear that this was the result of cruel treatment, because the animal could not get into such a situation on its own. The cat was too scared and did not give in to the hands of people who tried to help him. Still, he no longer expected anything good from people. We set a trap near the cat. He was lying under the car. After waiting an hour, we realized that he would not come out, so we used nets. Chris managed to drive him into the old barn and catch him, says Kimberly. The animal was immediately taken to the clinic, and the rescuers were horrified by how terrible the wound was. I couldn't hold back my tears. It is impossible to imagine how this poor cat suffered. He was incredibly exhausted and dehydrated because of course he could not eat normally because of the roll on his neck. Specialists said that the cat spent several months in this position. The wound around his neck looked so bad. We thought there was a dead animal by the barn. The smell coming from there was so terrible, but in fact it was the smell of rotting flesh and infection on the cat's neck, Kimberly commented. Doctors were able to cope with wounds and infection, having performed several operations, but the animal had a long recovery. After the operation, the cat was able to eat and drink normally for the first time, and his strength began to return to him. But his moral health remained shaky for a long time. He was afraid of everything, so he was placed in a separate cage in the shelter so that he would feel safe. Well, Valentine became a beautiful and sleek red cat when finally a foster family was found for him. Look how handsome he is. He began to gain weight, confidence appeared in his eyes, and he liked sleeping in the sink. He has endured so much suffering and pain that he certainly deserves a loving home. I know that once this cat was not afraid of people and loved them. As you can see, Valentine has found himself in a new foster home. He is recovering pretty fast and we are happy. Kimberly Saxelby says Valentine has already managed to show himself to be a caring friend because another cat lives in the house, with whom they quickly became friends. The new owners say that Valentine is developing well physically, but is still a little cautious in contacts with people, and you can't call him a tame cat. The owners hope that the warmth of the house and their love will warm his heart and restore faith in people.